everybody. This is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 8 in season number 5 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. We are here at the Talladega Super Speedway for the Mountain Dew 500, a 28-lap race around the biggest, baddest speedway of them all, Talladega, and it should be a good one here today around this 2.66-mile speedway, super speedway, I should say. And this is basically just a total wild card race. It does not really matter where you start because we're going to see a lot of passing, and you can work your way from the back of the field to the front in maybe like 3 laps here at Talladega. That's how crazy it is. But it should be a good one here today. And let's go ahead and get it started because there really isn't much else to talk about. John Arndt comes into this race the points leader. Now he's already in the chase. He's already locked into the chase because he won at Atlanta earlier this season. Going to make sure everybody rolls off here. And they do. We'll get to the starting lineup for this one. And you should get the whole starting lineup on the bottom of your screen this time instead of scrolling up because pace lap here, because the track is so long, we actually have the time to do it that way. Anyways, Cody Smart and Michael DeFeo are going to start on the front row here today at Talladega. Alex Bonsignor and Seth Cole in row number 2. Bryce Lofor, Cameron Gaju starting alongside each other in row number 3. We got the 27 of Abe Troxel, the 3 of Aiden Shepard in row number 4. Richard Childress teammates there. Have Jordan Newman and Jonathan Skibnicki starting alongside each other in row number 5. We got the 98 of Larry Ike and Ryan Madden in row 6. Noah Cars, Trey Bartow in row 7. Josh Crash, the 17 of Nicholas Breton in row 8. Our last winner, Caleb Hoffman and John Andrews in row number 9. Blaine Keys and Tyler Selzman round out the top 20 starting positions here at the Talladega Super Speedway. Take a look at the rest of the starting lineup on the bottom of your screen right there. And everybody is rolling off and we're ready to roll here at Talladega. So as I said, John Arndt is the points leader coming into this race, but he already has a win, so that doesn't really mean much. So technically the guy who would make it in on points, and we ended up having 15 winners. Of course, if we ended up having a different winner, that's eligible for the chase in each of the next few races before the chase. And we had 15 eligible winners before the chase started. At this moment, the guy who is second in the points, Nicholas Amedia, would make it in because he is the highest guy without a win that's eligible for the chase in the point standings. But still, we got quite a bit of racing to go. After this race, we will be halfway through the regular season already. Now, we could end up with a double winner. We'll most likely end up with a double winner at some point throughout the regular season. But if we don't, that's okay because Marty Johnson, a part-time driver, has already won this season. And that will ensure that we will have the points leader, no matter who he is, get into the chase on points. Anyways, ready to get this one started. The Mountain Dew 500, the second restrictor plate track race of the season, is green here at Talladega. Heading into turn number 1, Bonsignor pushing the 21 of Cody Smart to the lead. Bryce Lofor trying to get a draft on the 1. But he's got a pretty big gap there in between him and the 1 machine, but DeFeo is not going to go and take it. Of course, it's early on in the race, so it doesn't really matter where you are in the field at this moment. But still, you don't want to get caught up in trouble. And here at Talladega, if you go 4 wide, most of the time it does not work. You see Seth Cole and Cameron Gaju falling outside the double wide action, 3 wide on the outside there. Excuse me there. It does appear that we're going to remain 3 wide throughout the field. But just as I say that, I notice this 4 wide here. You got Selzman, John Andrews, Tristan Allen, and Josh Crash all 4 wide in the corner. Like I said, 4 wide usually doesn't work at places like this here at Talladega, but it looks like they're going to be able to fan it out in that area. But Josh Crash is still stuck on the outside 4 wide, but he's going to file in front of Sinor, and we're going to remain 3 wide. We're 3 wide throughout most of the field now, as there goes Ryan Madden in the number 22 to the point underneath of Jordan Newman and Jonathan Skibnicki. He's got Trey Bartow right behind him. You got Nicholas Breton and Caleb Hoffman, our last winner here on the inside lane. Now, through the tri-oval is where they're most likely to begin a 4-wide situation. They kind of fan out when they get through there, and we get a lot of 4 wide coming off the tri-oval. But fortunately, that has not happened yet. Well, actually, it has happened, but fortunately, that did not involve a crash. But not all the times will they get away with it when they go 4 wide here at Talladega. They're coming close to doing it in many places, but they're remaining 3 wide throughout the whole field. Here comes Blaine Keys in the 48. He's to the inside of Caleb Hoffman and Nicholas Gratton. He has Eric Almenart behind him and Tristan Allen on this inside lane, moving their way up through the field. I do have the strength set to 107 for this race. We had that set, percentage set for the Daytona 500, and it worked out very well. And 108, they just crash a little too much in my opinion. And here at Talladega, we get really long caution periods. So we get a caution that's going to take away a lot of the racing we could have in this race. There goes Tristan Allen to the inside of Blaine Keys for the lead. Griffin Lynn, Jesse Turner, Ben Clark on the inside here. We're 3 wide throughout the whole field here at Talladega. And we're going to go 4 wide. Nope. Griffin Lynn almost forced a 4 wide situation, but fortunately he kind of backed out of it and got in front of Jesse Turner to remain out front in the 38. Turner running in second, but he's under fire here from Ben Clark, but Turner's going to remain in second and clear the 55, entering the tri-oval. Really bold move there by the Season 2 champion. Here comes the 78, Matt Tuck to the inside here. We got Landon Napa in the 26 and Max Newirth in the 93. A couple of part-time drivers there. As a matter of fact, got 3 part-time drivers on this inside lane looking to get up front and take the lead. Turner took the lead away from Griffin Lynn. Will he get the outside lane to work, heading him to turn number 3? Nope. Matt Tuck makes it 3 wide for the lead, and Matt Tuck's going to take the lead on lap 5 of 28 here in the Mountain Dew 500. And we're still 3 wide throughout the whole field, and all 42 cars are still out here. There goes Landon Napa in the 26, looking to the inside of Matt Tuck. The 78 does not have any drafting help behind him, and it's going to be Napa who leads lap 5 here at Talladega. Max Newirth looking to the inside of the 26. He came close to winning the last race he was in, I think. I know he was running up front in the last race he was in. I forget what it was. It was Texas. He was leading on a late restart there, but had to come into the pit road late in the going. But as I said, if he were to win that race, he would have been the all-time winningest driver in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Of course, Newirth has another shot here today. This is Talladega, and anything's possible. And if either Newirth or Senor win today, they would both be, whoever would win, would be the all-time winningest driver in this series. We're going to end up with 4 wide. Nope, Jacob Reed able to get in front of Max Newirth there. Stuart Gratton leads lap number 6 here at Talladega on lap 7 of 28. I'm not mistaken, I think it was either this race or the second race last season. We had like the whole first half of the race go caution-free. And we've had a lot of cautions lately here in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. I think 10 of them in the past 2 races. Well, we only had 4 in the first 5 races. So that's why I'm glad I kind of toned it down there to the 107. We're still going to end up with a crash in this race. Don't worry. I definitely think it's going to happen. But it doesn't happen near as frequent as it normally would if we had it set to 108%. So that's a good thing there. Stuart Gratton and Texas winner Zachary Fitzwater on the inside with Elijah Gordon, Cameron Garlington, and Davey Johnson. And inside lane is moving its way up. Of course, as you can probably tell, the inside lane is the place to be here at Talladega. We're going to end up with 4 wide. Cameron Black gets shuffled out of line. Will they be able to fan it out? I don't know. Ben Clark's really making sure they go 4 wide. This is kind of crazy here, but they're going to fan it back down the 3 wide. Another great job by those guys avoiding a major crash as they were going 4 wide entering turn number 3. Cameron Garlington in the 23 now out front, the Season 3 champion. These guys are really fanning out heading into the tri-oval, but they're going to keep it 3 wide. They can do 3 wide pretty well here at Talladega, but it's the 4 wide that's a little too much to handle at this racetrack. But they've handled it pretty well so far in this one, so that's a good thing by those guys there. There goes Davey Johnson to the inside of Cameron Garlington, Garrett Tenor, Cameron Gaju in the 32, and somebody's blowing up! Almenart in the 10! Blows an engine mid-pack. And that's going to split the pack up a little bit, but it didn't split it up enough that we're going to have 2 separate packs throughout a long time in this race. So they're going to definitely close back in here. But that's a tough break for the number 10 of Eric Almenart. Doesn't look like he's going to finish this one here today. And if he can't get back to the pit row, we might end up with a caution here. Anyways, Alex Bonsignor leads that lap, and you kind of see the way they string out here. They're definitely going to close in on each other before this thing is done. We got a big pack back in here, trying to close up to the lead pack now. But that split the pack up tremendously. There really wasn't anything Almanar could do about it. That could have been a big crash, but good job by all those guys avoiding the 10 when he did have that engine expire out on him. Expire out on him. What is that even supposed to mean? I don't know. I've been doing pretty good with this race. Anyways, Almanar trying to come into the pit road there. He's getting lapped at the moment. We're going to end up with another 4-wide situation, and this John Andrews gets put at a line by Cameron Gaju, Cameron Garlington, and Zachary Fitzwater. Will they be able to get this one to work? Yes, they will. Bonsignor continues to lead in the number 1 machine, and Almanar's on the pit road right now, so if he happens to stop right there, we should be okay, and we should not end up with a caution because of that. Of course, these guys are starting to bunch back up again. And all 41 cars still out here on the racetrack still have a shot at getting this victory here today at Talladega. Almanhart, the only guy who will not win today. Well, the only guy who we know will not win today, let's put it that way. Elijah Gordon out front in the 24. Good to see him out front after having quite a miserable season in that number 24. And when I say miserable, I mean it is really miserable for that 2014. But here he is leading in the Mountain Dew 500. He won this race last season, the 100th Chick-fil-A Cup Series race last season. So he knows how to get it done here at the Talladega Super Speedway. We're on lap 12 of 28 right now. Not even halfway through this one yet, but we're coming close. Texas winner Zachary Fitzwater to the inside of Elijah Gordon. Here comes Davey Johnson in the 31. Part-time driver Ben Clark on the inside. Larry Ike, Noah Cars on the inside lane there. Ben Clark looking to the inside of Davey Johnson. We're going to end up with another 4-wide situation, I think. Nope. Dalio could have gone to the inside of Aiden Shepard there, but they're going to keep it 3 wide, and we're 3 wide throughout the whole field once again. There goes Larry Ike to the inside of Ben Clark for the lead. Noah Cars, Tyler Selzman behind him. And it is still anybody's game in this 41-car field. Almanhart is out of the race in the number 10. Oh boy, they came really close there entering turn number 3. Selzman could have made it 4 wide, but fortunately he didn't. Noah Cars to the inside of Larry Ike and Ben Clark for the lead. Really long green flag run here at the Talladega Super Speedway. Selzman trying to get to the inside of the 42. He's not going to be able to do it as Noah Cars closes the door on him. Here comes Skivnicki in the 46 looking to take second from the 19. Not going to be able to do it. Noah Cars remains out front. Selzman second, Skivnicki third, and here comes Sam Adio and pole sitter Cody Smart on the inside lane. These guys really like to fan out here down the backstretch, and especially through the tri-oval. And when they fan out, that's usually when we get those 4-wide situations. We're still 3 wide. I mean, these guys have been doing a fantastic job. We're going to hit the halfway point of this race right here. Tyler Selzman in the 19, trying to lead this lap. Nicholas Samidio in the 13, getting to the inside of him and leading lap 14 here in the Mountain Dew 500 at Talladega. Here comes pole sitter Cody Smart with help from Ryan Madden and Cameron Black. The inside lane working there. Look down the field and look for any 4-wide situations that may pop up in the back of the pack. And it looks like they're going to remain 3 wide for now. They are coming close, and we're going to end up with 4 wide here. Noah Cars getting shuffled out of line. Hoffman, Sinor, Fitzwater. It's not going to work. Hoffman around and in the wall. Fitzwater around, Sinor around. I can't tell who's involved because of all the smoke. It looks like Troxel, DeFeo, Griffin Lynn, Davey Johnson, Ben Clark, and Larry Ike. Jesse Turner Harn into the 55. Larry Ike upside down in the 98. And they keep on piling in here. Alonso all torn up. Matt Dalio, Arca braked into the 98 there. Christian Master all torn up in the 14. Jacob Reed. Not sure if Bonsignor. Looks like Bonsignor might be okay in the 1. Not sure. Matt Tuck with damage. John Anders, Landon Napa. Noah Cars, he's done for the day in that 42 machine. And I do believe... Okay, we are not racing back to the line. It is Cameron Black who is leading in the number 11. But our first caution of the day, and it was the big one, entering the tri-oval here at Talladega. Lap 15 of 28 when this one happened. Of course, there are no pit stops on. So no need to follow that. Let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the caution. Seth Cole involved in the 93 as well. Now follow here with Caleb Hoffman. He was the first guy to kind of go around in this one. He gets clipped by the 16 of Garrett Tenor, and he gets sent up into the outside wall. Griffin Lynn involved. And you're going to see Fitzwater come down on Josh Crash and get him to Garrett Tenor there. And using this angle because it's one of the better angles for this one. Abe Troxel comes up, hits the 38. You see Jacob Reed, Tyler Salzman involved. Noah Cars, I think he's going to get hit here by either the 38 or the 27. He's up there. Yep, gets hit there by the 38, 20, the 98 involved. A lot of these guys really weren't involved initially, but ended up getting involved late in the going here. You see a lot of guys pile up back in here. I see Bartow involved. I know Max Neuwirth was involved, Bonsinor, Fitzwater. You see Gaju and Seth Cole trying to get to the inside of all this. You see Hoffman, John Andrews involved. And then Jesse Turner in front of here. A lot of these guys are trying to avoid it. I think Jordan Newman avoided this in the 7. Alonzo didn't. And Alonzo hit the 98, and that sent the 98 upside down. It's a mess out there through the tri-oval, and then you got that happening. It looks like John Art probably got a piece of the 98. No, he didn't. You see Seth Cole, he ran into Ben Clark. You see Neuwirth and Fitzwater and Bartow back in there. Dalio, Matt Tuck, Michael DeFeo. Master hit the 98 hard. That's what caused Master's damage in the 14. It's a massive crash. You see the 5 of Alonzo, the 43 of Jesse Turner, the 83 of Seth Cole in the grass. And more guys in front of here like Gaju and Griffin Lynn. I don't know if Gaju was majorly involved in this one, but doesn't appear that he got through it too cleanly. See Hoffman, he was the first guy to go around, but quite honestly, he has some of the least amount of damage of all these guys. Crash was involved as well, and I think the first guy that avoided this, I know Salzman was involved. I don't think Carlington was involved, though. Noah Cars there in the 42, all torn up. That's going to end his day. If you got that much smoke coming from your car, you're not going to be able to continue in this one. Sidnor also went around. There he is in the 16. He has a little bit of damage, but I think he should be able to continue in the number 16. I'll replay this in real time here with the TV1 cam, and Hoffman just gets spun by Sidnor. Fitzwater in the middle of all that, and they're just all over the place through the trial. He's going to see Salzman in the middle of all this, but look at all these guys back in here that get involved. You see Neuwirth, Fitzwater, Bartow, Bonsinor, Jacob Reed, Landon Napa, John Andrews, and you see Master, DeFeo, Larry Ike, Alonzo, Ben Clark, Seth Cole, and Jesse Turner. It's just hard to list who was all involved in that one because there's just so many. About half the field involved in this one. On lap 15 of 28, the first caution here at Talladega. We're going to go on board here with the number 93 of Max Neuwirth for this one. He's going to get a front row view of the beginning of this one. So the car's trying to avoid everybody else. Sometimes they avoid right into you. I mean, avoid right into you. They're trying to avoid the crash, and they're going where you are. Usually doesn't work out too well. But, that will be it for the reviews of this one. Go ahead and get to the restart here in the Mountain Dew 500 at Talladega. Cameron Black in the 11 is the leader. Back here at the Talladega Super Speedway for Race 8 in Season 5 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, the Mountain Dew 500. Cameron Black in the number 11. The All-Star Race winner for season number 4, out front, leading the field. He's got the 21 of Cody Smart right behind him. Josh Alexander, the Daytona 500 winner. Talladega similar to Daytona, he's running in third. The third place driver for the Daytona 500, Nicholas Amadea, was fourth. Got Ryan Madden. The second place, the runner-up for the Daytona 500, Jonathan Skibnicki, is sixth. Got Bryce Lofor, the NRLOA Super Speedway Master Tristan Allen, Blaine Keys, and Davey Johnson, the top 10. Elijah Gordon, Jordan Newman, Stuart Gratton, Aiden Shepard, Nicholas Gratton, Cameron Carlington, John Arndt, Cameron Gaju, John Andrews, Landon Napa, Matt Tuck, Alex Bonsinor, Abe Troxel, Selzman, Sidnor, Hoffman, Reed, Bartow, Crash, Fitzwater, and Neuwirth. Those are the only guys still left in this race. Neuwirth is a lap down in the 93. There are 31 cars left on the racetrack at the end of that big, massive crash. I say we're going to have about maybe 23 guys. That's just a rough estimate of how many guys we'll have in contention for the win in this one. We'll see which one of those 23, if I'm right about that number, can get the victory here at Talladega and get themselves into the chase. Cameron Black on the inside has Josh Alexander helping him on the inside there. Cody Smart on the outside. Sam Medea went to the outside as well. The outside lane is not the place to be here at Talladega at all. You can get the outside lane to work at Daytona. And when you get smaller packs at Daytona, the outside lane is the place to be. But here at Talladega, that is not the case. You got to be on the inside. Sam Medea getting shuffled out of line 3 wide. And we're going to end up with a smaller pack here. I think a lot of these guys kind of midway through the pack here were involved in that crash and have a lot of damage to their race cars, which is slowing them down. And all these guys you see on the inside here, I think Davey Johnson's done in the 31. You kind of see a little bit of front-end damage to his race car there. He's going to hold up a few guys back in there. But anyways, there goes Jonathan Skivnicki in the 46 to the inside of Cameron Black for the lead. Tristan Allen and Elijah Gordon on the inside. You got Blaine Keys and Stuart Gratton with Nicholas Samadillo and Nicholas Gratton behind them. Cody Smart, Cameron Garlington, and Jordan Newman are going to be joining this pack here soon. John Anders and Landon Napa, a couple of part-time drivers, they were both involved in that crash, but it looks like they're running about the same speed as these guys. Looks like Aiden Shepard, Cameron Gaju, Alex Bonsinor, Garrett Zinor, John R., Caleb Hoffman, and Fitzwater are all running a good speed as well. And I think they might be able to join the pack here before this thing is all said and done. Blaine Keys led that lap. It has been, I guess you could say, about a year since he's won a race here on Napa Fan. That was his only win on Napa Fan. It came in the Aero Electric Pro Series here at Talladega in season number 1 back last July. It's been a very long time since Blaine Keys has been in the victory lane, and he's been in quite a few races as well. But he'd like to change that here today and get his way into the chase. We're going to have more 4 wide. Bryce Lofor, Cameron Garlington, Jordan Newman. Oh boy, they're bumping around. Ooh, that was a good job there by Garlington in the 23. My, oh my, that was good. Josh Alexander falling back in the 34. And you got to hand it to those guys for avoiding a crash. That was Newman, Lofor, and Garlington. And they all showed a bunch of skill there in that one. Stuart Gratton out front in the 47. Got Nicholas Samadillo in the 13 looking to get to the inside of him. Cody Smart and Jordan Newman on the inside there. Cody Smart's going to make it 3 wide for the lead on lap 23 of 28. And the 21 is going to go to the lead and pass Nicholas Samadillo and Stuart Gratton. Gratton falling back 3 wide on the outside. It looks like he's going to get a hole there on the outside lane. I think I was wrong about Gaju and those guys catching up. It looks like they're a little bit slower here. See Bongsinor, Sinor, Gaju, Hoffman, and Fitzwater all back in there. It does not look like any of those guys win this race. The winner is on your screen right now. Right now it's on your screen. One of these guys in this pack will win this race. Because if we ended up with another caution, that would probably end it from here. Nicholas Gratton on the outside, Ryan Madden in the 11 of Cameron Black looking to the inside of the 22 and the 17. Jonathan Skivnicki in the 46 looking to the inside here. John Andrews in the 30. And he was involved in that crash, but here he is moving his way on the inside line. Let's see how everybody does here. Cameron Black back up front in the number 11. Skivnicki trying to get around him here in the number 46. Not able to do it quite yet. It's 4 laps to go here at Talladega in the Mountain Dew 500. 11 remaining out front for now. Skivnicki trying to get to the inside of him. Well, he's actually not trying quite yet. It's going to stay right behind him. If you can stay in second place, that's a good thing. If you let the leaders stay out front, but you stay in second place, that's a pretty good thing if you can stay in second place, because that kind of slows down the momentum of the, I guess you could say, conveyor belt of, moving cars there. Of course they're moving, but, the conveyor belt of who's leading and who's not. We ended up with a 4 wide situation there for a moment. They fanned it back down the 3 wide, but if you can stay in second place and you don't go for the lead, you kind of stop that conveyor belt, and you kind of keep in that same position for a while. And that's kind of what you want to do at this point, but they kind of don't want to do that right now. Blaine Keys is taking the lead in the 48. Here comes Cody Smart. You got Bryce Lofor, Aiden Shepard, Elijah Gordon on the inside. Remember, Gordon won this race last season, and he's in a pretty good position right now. There goes Cody Smart to the inside of Blaine Keys. We're coming to 2 laps to go here at Talladega. Who's going to get it done in the Mountain Dew 500? Bryce Lofor in the 41 to the inside of the 21 of Cody Smart, and Lofor is going to lead with 2 laps to go. Here comes Aiden Shepard in the number 3. Will he get to the inside of the 41? Elijah Gordon's in the 24. He's been having a terrible season, but he's done it here before at Talladega. He'd like to do it again. He's going to push the 3 to the inside of the 41 for the lead. And he's going to go ahead and go 3 wide for the lead. On top of that, Elijah Gordon to the inside of Aiden Shepard and Bryce Lofor. You got Josh Alexander in the 34, the Daytona 500 winner, trying to win both of the restrictor plate races so far. He's going to get to the inside of the 24 and take the lead on the next to last lap. And he's going to lead with 1 lap to go here at Talladega. The Grattan guys right behind him. I don't say Grattan Bros because they're not brothers, but Nicholas Grattan and Stuart Grattan pushing the 34 on the inside. Josh Alexander looking to hold everybody off. Will he be able to do it? Stuart Grattan going to get to the inside of Nicholas Grattan for second. That could be a big move there for the 47. Cody Smart's going to get 3 wide for second place, and that is exactly what the 34 of Josh Alexander wants if he wants to get this win. But Cody Smart is getting a great draft on the 34. Will he be able to pass him heading into the tri-oval? No, he won't. The Daytona 500 winner is going to get his second win of the season. It's going to be Josh Alexander, who wins the Mountain Dew 500 at Talladega. And so far, he has swept the restrictor plate races this season in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. My, oh my, what a good drive there by the 34. He led at the white flag and was able to hold everybody off for that final lap. That takes a lot of skill to hold everybody off. But this is going to ensure that we're going to get 2 guys to make it into the chase on points alone this season. Josh Alexander gets the victory in the Mountain Dew 500 at Talladega. And I thought Stuart Grattan was going to get it there, but when Cody Smart got to the inside of him, that was it. And Cody Smart had a chance to get to the inside of the 34 heading into the tri-oval, but he didn't do it. And he gave the 34 the win here at the Talladega Super Speedway. Jordan Newman a close second, Cody Smart third, Stuart Grattan fourth, Tristan Allen, Nicholas Amadio, Aiden Shepard, Landon Napa, Ryan Madden, and Cameron Black the top 10. Take a look at the rest of the results right here. Noah Cars, Griffin Lynn, Michael DeFeo, Christian Master, Matt Dalio, Ben Clark, Seth Cole, Eric Alarm Alonso, Jesse Turner, Larry Ike, and Eric Almenard all got knocked out in that big crash kind of midway through the race there. But, hey, that's just the way it is sometimes at Talladega. You got to expect. You should come into Talladega expecting you're going to get in the crash. Because if you don't get involved in the crash, and your expectations were better than what ended up happening was better than your expectations. So that's a good way to think coming into a race like this. You should always think you're going to crash in an Energy Hazard-3 race. Because if you don't, then it's good. But anyways, Josh Alexander, the Daytona 500 winner, gets the victory here at Talladega. And of course, since he won the Daytona 500, he was already in the chase for that. But he's going to get 2 more bonus points for the chase once it comes back around. And it's looking like this 34 might be able to get something done. He knows these restrictor plate races very well. And his second win of the season on the second restrictor plate track of the season. So congratulations to Josh Alexander for getting it done here at the Talladega Super Speedway. Here are the points for the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, and that is it for me. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.